and today my Big Mac turns 1 year old.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what exactly they're putting in the bread, but it's not real. Y'all, there's no mold on this at all. Okay, I'm gonna crumble it up. I can't make this up. I'm gonna crumble it up. Look. There's no way. There's no way.
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. We're going to look at a couple of videos to which are compiled, whereby we look at bread and why bread in the US doesn't mold. So, despite that, I've compiled a couple of comments to which we hear from how people feel about this and their thoughts. But despite that, let's look at these videos and then after that, we'll be right back with our own thoughts.
Hello, it's Nigeli, aka Trofania here, and as you can see, the burger that I bought almost 6 weeks ago, or more than that actually, because I bought it on the 3rd of February, is doing perfectly fine. No mold, the lettuce is still green, the cheese is still nice and yellow. Where are you, cheese? There you are. And the burger is looking fantastic, just a little bit dry. So everything's hard. What does the cheese feel like? Oh, the cheese is hard too. The lettuce is still, yeah. So this is my Big Mac burger. We're going to try and see how long it takes for it to go moldy, but very surprised that the cheese is still looking good. The lettuce, some leaves are still green, and the sauce just looks very dry. And you can see the second burger at the bottom. So the Big Mac is from 3rd of February, and here it is.
Let's comment to what people have to say about this video. So, 6-week-old burger, no mold. And then when I look at the comment, one comment says, that burger is gonna outlive you. Another person says, girl, you don't need to prove this to no one. Plus, just throw this out of your home. I mean, it seems like everybody now knows that, bread in America doesn't get mold. But what I've noticed is that once you pour something with water, let's say that bread, you pour it with water and then you leave it out for maybe 2 weeks, it will get mold because there is moisture, you see. So I don't understand in terms of the chemical, how do they mix these chemicals for, because where I come from, I know for a fact that, bread, typical bread, should last between, from the time it comes from the bakery, it should last between, a 3 to 4 days. Okay, tops, it has to be around about 6 days, for it to start to get mold. But when you are talking about a month to the month, let me look at this other comment. Says, you obviously don't understand how mold works. It has nothing to do with half or processed food. If dried out, no moisture, no mold, to which is what I agree. Because let me make an example, let's look at drywall, okay? Typical example, drywall, when it's moisture, when it catches a moisture or something wet, it ends up after some time, catches mold. That's what I understand about drywall. The drywall to which is used in houses to make a wall, if it catches water, it catches mold. So that is what I understand about mold. But let's still continue, guys.
Hello. My experiment, for those who want an update, is still continuing. As you can see, this is my Big Mac. It's got the dust because I just leave it on top of a bookshelf and don't touch it. This is officially 8 months old. Again, no mold, just looking fabulous with the lettuce and everything. And I bought this on the 2nd of February this year, 2023. And we're now in end of September. So what's the date? 23rd of September. And this is the Big Mac, which is 8 months old. And then in June, I bought myself a McPlant because we often think the plant version tastes better, but the plant, tastes better is more healthier. But the McPlant is just as well, not fresh, but no mold, no smell, no insects, no nothing. As you can see, there's no insects on this or anything untoward. But yeah, so this was bought in June of this year. So look, it's still looking good.
The first comment from this video says, "We are eating plastic literally." Okay? The bread is really getting me because how is there no mold on the bread? And then another comment says, "I ran a bakery in Ghana. White bread is supposed to start going moldy around 5 to 7 days because we don't use preservatives. That bread is concerning." That's what I was talking about. Like these bread, like a typical bread that comes from a bakery should be roughly within 5 to 7 days, should have mold. And where I come from again, like if you're talking about burger from McDonald's, I mean, like literally, like what I know for a fact is that it has to catch mold, you know, because I mean, like, yeah, that's what I feel like. It has to. I mean, like that's what I saw that where I come from, McDonald's burgers they catch mold. So maybe there is a chemical to which they're using to dry up the food so that they can preserve it for a long time. I don't know, but let's still continue.
So today is the 2nd of February 2024, and today my Big Mac turns 1 year old. I bought this Big Mac on the 2nd of February 2023. This Big Mac has seen spring, it's seen the hot summers we've had, it's seen autumn, and it's seen winter. And up until now, there is no single sign of mold. The thing that shocked me the most about it is that we all know that vegetables go off quite quickly. They brown quite quickly. Yet after a year, look at the lettuce. It's still green. You can still see some green. There's some white. And even on the bun, you can see that there's a little element of green and there's a little element of white. I don't know about you, but I have never in my life seen a lettuce that retains its color for so long. And during this whole process, I have bought fast foods from several other places, and it's only the McDonald's products that have managed to stay the same for so long. Even the vegetables, even the cheese, it's right in front of you. This was bought exactly a year ago. I bought the Burger King, it went off. I bought the Big Mac, the Burger King, it went off. This is it. After 18 days, this is all, gosh, it looked like. I'm gonna throw this after today. After 18 days, it started to mold and started to show certain signs of deteriorating. So on my Big Mac's first birthday, I have to celebrate it in some way. And the way I'm gonna do that is I have a birthday cucumber. And I'm going to sing to my Big Mac that has outlived so many things, a happy birthday. So here it is, and I hope you will join me, oh gosh, in singing happy birthday to my Big Mac, because I have never seen a food last as long as this, and I've never seen a lettuce that stays as green for as long as this. There is clearly something up. So happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to my Big Mac, happy birthday to you. Our wish is that we'll get to eat proper food and it will be illegal to sell food that's not really food.
Okay, let's react to the Big Mac that just turned 1 year old now. So this comment says, "Not in South Africa. It won't last for over 3 days." Really? I'm wondering whether the moisture content there is different. Okay. My SA Big Mac, which is South Africa, didn't even last 2 days. Oh wow, very interesting. So maybe this might be because of the countries, you know, like you find that everything in America, like in terms of that is starchy, they pour chemicals. Okay, so hence I went back to saying that, like when I said firstly, like I have seen a McDonald's burger that has mold, you know, fungus mold, whatever you call it. I have seen it before, you know. So in terms of a burger that can last, I mean, like, that can outlive for a year, it really raises red flag for you to want to know what do they put inside of your food. But let's still continue.
Not to put myself on blast, but y'all, I got this bread and it expired January 4th, 2025. It is February 17th, 2025. Let's look at this bread. Like, I don't know what exactly they're putting in the bread, but it's not real. Y'all, there's no mold on this at all. I'm still gonna throw it away, but like, I'm not really sure why the bread doesn't mold anymore. And this isn't the first time that this happened with a loaf that I got from Walmart. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's react to this one. So mine is whole wheat from Natural Own. 2 months expired and soft with no mold. I bake bread and it molds in a couple of days. You see this the difference. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe because like these companies, like from their factory, they bake it and then they use, or maybe they mix a certain chemical for it to not mold, because like for them they need to feed a population, the commercial people, like people who have to eat it. So they know for a fact that this company knows for a fact that like this bread, for them to be delivered, like they have to outlast so that it can reach their customer, something like that. That's what I think. So let's to continue. I need to start baking my own. I believe so. Another comment says, get a brick maker and save money. The anxiety. I've been looking into that. They keep popping up on my For You page.
Dude, what is that? It's been 2 weeks, guys and girls. 2 weeks. Not even kidding. It doesn't even look like it's melted, does it? Watch this. I want y'all to look closely at this right here, man. Look. So, if you're still eating this stuff, man, look at the rim of this. I'm going to touch it with a flashlight. You see that? Look, it looks like this. Look how perfectly squared off it is. Look at that, man. This cone. That doesn't even look real, does it? That looks like some kind of like plastic mess. Dang, that's a good camera, ain't it? Anyways, on to Mr. Ice Cream Sandwich over here. Now, take a good look at this. Look at that. What do y'all think that is, man? Like, really, what is this? No bugs have touched it. No bugs have even touched this stuff, dude. And they're not ever going to. We know this for a fact, man. Look. Look at that. I'm just saying, man. Like, dude, I'm so glad we stopped eating this stuff because, man, talk about feeling a million times better. What is that?
So this comment says that this isn't weird at all. Ice cream sandwich uses stabilizers so they melt slower. They don't mold because they are low in moisture, and bugs often avoid processed food. I hate Nestle. They are a horrible company, but I also hate misinformation. And another comment says, if bugs don't eat it, then what makes you think it's good for you?
Hey guys, so I've been seeing a lot on TikTok about how the bread is fake, y'all. When they fold it up and crumble the bread is supposed to stay crumbled in the ball, right? Well, the bread is opening back up by itself, and so we're gonna see what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna crumble it up. I can't make this up. I'm gonna crumble it up. Look. There's no way. There's no way.
That's creepy.
That is creepy. Look, I'm smashing this bread. And that bread just opened back up. That's not normal, y'all.
No,
Let's see. There's no way. It just opened again in my daughter's hands. Watch. Just open your hand. Let's see. There's no way. No way! Oh my God! Slam dunk it. Doosh.
Do the whole thing.
Yeah. And before y'all, hold on, this is supposed to be 100%. Yeah, right. Let's look at the ingredients because there's only but, 4 ingredients that go in bread. There shouldn't be this many, a long list, paragraph. It shouldn't. What the hell are we eating?
Yeah.
Welcome to my garage. This is what I want you to see. This is my little experiment that has been baking in here for the last year. Looks like a normal package of white bread, yeah? No. I bought this bread last Christmas and left it in here. See? It expired January 11th. But notice, you can still squish this bread. There's no mold anywhere on this. Careful when you're buying food nowadays. It just looks like food. That is not what food is supposed to do.
Comment says moisture is what causes mold. That bread is dry. There's no moisture to cause mold to grow. It's not a conspiracy. Another comment says that is nasty. And this comment says the fact that not a single critter touched it the whole year is a pretty good sign. I mean, like, guys, just to respond to Brandon, the first comment. Typically, bread should last only 7 days for it to catch mold, So, I mean, for it to last a year, that is some creepy stuff, despite being dry or being placed in a dry area.
So here's the deal. I love fresh baked bread. Love it. But it goes bad so fast because I don't put preservatives in it. Most people that make homemade bread, we don't put any sort of preservatives in it. It's just strictly flour, yeast, water, sugar, bada bing, bada boom, we got bread. So if you don't eat it within 2 or 3 days, it starts to mold. It molds very, very quickly. I also mostly eat sourdough. It's my bread of choice. Not just the sourdough that I bake myself, but if I, run into Aldi and grab a loaf of sourdough or something, it tends to mold within about a week. So, obviously there are preservatives in that, just not as many as mass-produced white bread or mass-produced wheat bread. The amount of preservatives in this bread is shocking. I don't buy it because I personally don't eat it, so I never realized that it doesn't mold. Did it used to mold? I want to say that it used to mold. Like, I remember having sandwich bread when my youngest was taking sandwiches, for school lunch, and I remember, forgetting a loaf in the back of the cabinet. I'm pretty sure we've all done that. I remember there being mold. Why is there no mold now? What have they changed? So this was posted mid-November 2024, and the date on the package that's being filmed is July.
So let's look at this comment. So it used to, I keep my fridge and wanted to see how long, 2 months, still nothing. I finally gave up. Another comment says, it still molds, unfortunately. Okay. And this comment says, pre-2020 bread would mold within a week or so after purchase. I have had a loaf of bread on the counter for 2 years now, and it has no mold on it. It doesn't smell fresh, but there is no mold. To which I can agree to what this lady was talking about. I mean, like, she says that when she bought dough and then she baked, within a week, there would be mold. But mass-produced bread, I don't know. Hence, I said that there is something to which they are mixing inside the bread for it to not mold so that it can reach the consumer.
Why is it legal to sell food that never rots? Think about it. Real food decays. Fruits turn brown, bread molds, meat spoils. That's nature's way of saying, eat it fresh or don't eat it at all. Now walk into any store today. Burgers that never mold, cakes that stay soft for months, snacks sitting on shelves for years. Nothing natural about it. Chemistry rules here. Preservatives, additives, stabilizers. Not for your health, but for profit. The longer it lasts, the more it can be shipped, stored, and sold again and again. And here's the scary part. If bacteria can't survive on it, how much real nutrition is even left? How many secrets lie in the labels you never read, in ingredients you can't pronounce, in products designed to last forever? So I ask you, if food that doesn't rot is legal, are we eating, or are we surviving a chemical illusion? This is Unboxed World, where every bite carries secrets, reminding us that convenience often masks hidden danger.
Well, there you go, guys. There you go. I mean, it's better to bake it yourself rather than to buy it from a supermarket, because everything that we are eating nowadays is processed food, and which is made to accommodate millions of people. Imagine a delivery truck. I mean, like, imagine if a bread was baked from whatever company it is that produces this bread, leaves the company, and then it will go to the shop. I mean, like, obviously, like, that bread is gonna sit a couple of days, so they are engineering these bread so that they can last for a long time. You see, typically I feel that they are engineering this bread to last a week, but the chemical to which they're mixing this bread with, it tends to last for years, to which raises red flag. But despite that, guys, that is my fault on that. But add comment below on terms of what you think of this. But despite that, guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. Let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.